Hi, my name is Dory Franklin and I'm an independent sales director with Mary Kay. I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to watch this video. We realize that time is one of your most precious commodities, and so thank you for giving us a little bit of yours. Well, I'm excited to share with you today why Mary Kay women are among the highest paid in America. In the spring of 2004, Mary Kay came into my life. I was working full-time as a paralegal, and I had just gotten married to my fabulous husband, who was also working full-time at a computer software company, and he was going to school full-time to get his master's degree. And we had both been asked to head up a big children's program at our church, and so we were fairly busy. And like most new brides, I was very preoccupied with decorating my apartment and learning how to cook food that was edible. And we were living life. But like 70% of the rest of America, we were living paycheck to paycheck. We didn't realize how much debt we had until we started to really look at our bills and realize that not only had I married my husband, but I had married his student loans and all of his credit card debt. We had accumulated some of our own when we first started setting up our house. So, we were just living our life, and a girlfriend invited me to a Mary Kay party. And honestly, I was embarrassed for her. I thought that Mary Kay was for people who were broke or bored housewives. I had no idea that it was for people like me. I had never sold a Girl Scout cookie or anything else, and so sales or makeup was the furthest thing from my mind. But my mom went with me to this party, and I kind of went with a chip on my shoulder. I went because I wanted to help my friend. I thought I was going to do her a favor. But little did I know that she would be doing me one of the biggest favors of my life. I was too busy for Mary Kay. I was too educated for Mary Kay, and I really thought that it was not something that would interest me at all. But I listened politely, and I fell in love with the product. And that night on the drive home, my mom looked at me and said, "You should do this. You would actually be really great running a business like this." Well, that was the boost of confidence that I needed, and so I called my consultant the next day and found out more about this amazing opportunity. See, the income really impressed me. The woman who did the party for my friend, she was a director, and she was driving a pink Cadillac, and she told us that night that she had made over $15,000 in a month with Mary Kay. And I remember thinking, she must have said a year. She didn't say a month. There's no way you can make that much in a lipstick business. But what I found out about Mary Kay is not so much that the money was great, because the money was great. And when I got paid every 2 weeks, I would look at my salary from the law office and I would think, this number does not reflect the time or the energy that I put into this job these past 2 weeks. But I didn't really know how to change that. So the income that I heard really impressed me. But I think what stood out to me more was the lifestyle that this woman was living. See, not only was she making $15,000 a month in Mary Kay and driving a free car and wearing diamond rings and all those fairy tales that looked good, but I couldn't see that far into the future, but she was the stay-at-home mom. She got to pick her kids up from carpool, and she got to go to all the field trips, and she had grandbabies, and she got to do all of those things that I wanted to one day do. I didn't know how to make that mesh with income at the same time. So I came home from that party, talked to my husband, and we decided to give this crazy Mary Kay thing a whirl and just see what happened. And now, all these years later, my children have grown up in that same fairy tale that I once looked at that party. My children have come home from the hospital in free Mary Kay cars, and I have earned those diamond rings, and I'm the mom that's at carpool, and I'm the mom that's on all the field trips, but I'm still the mom earning the executive income. So I'm so excited that Mary Kay came into my life. See, there's no quotas and there's no territory, so I got to design my business around my life. I got to quit that full-time job and be the stay-at-home mompreneur that I wanted to be. My husband and I have since paid off all those student loans and all of that debt that we had, and I think it's a big proportion to how much I was willing to work my Mary Kay business. See, I knew that I was willing to put in the time on the forefront to hold the parties and build the customers and then enjoy the lifestyle at the end. So maybe you've heard a little bit today that interested you. Maybe like me, you came just thinking that you were going to do your friend a favor, and that's okay. See, we need great customers in Mary Kay too. But if what I've said today has piqued your interest, we'd love to share more with you about how Mary Kay might be something that could fit into your life. The thing that impresses me the most about Mary Kay is our priorities, and that's that we keep our priorities of God first, family second, and career third in line. And I truly believe that God has had His hand of blessing on our business for more than 50 years because we have honored Him in all that we do. So if you would like to have a life where you get to keep your priorities in order, make the amount of income that you want to make on your timetable, then we should sit down and have coffee and I can share more about the nuts and bolts of how a Mary Kay business could fit for you. If you would, please tell your consultant when would be a good time for us to get together. And if you're my customer, then pick up the phone right now and give me a call and let's set up a time for coffee. Thanks so much for listening. Have a great day.